In terms of YouTube and what it means for the broadcasters and others that we work with. So we're seeing that a lot more in the last 6 months in terms of demand and what can be done in terms of YouTube. What we've been seeing, so historically, is that broadcasters have kind of been dipping their toes with YouTube, right? They don't want to have their long-form crown jewels into an environment which they can't monetize very well, right? They want to have it in their own environment where they get really good CPMs. They also have the control and the visibility in terms of their inventory and what it's doing. We've seen some broadcasters that have been experimenting or thinking about also doing their own MCNs on YouTube and using their sales and distribution capabilities or expertise to be able to, again, monetize it. It's been no secret that YouTube's been changing the way they engage with content owners and programmers in terms of the deal they're offering. And so that's causing people to rethink their strategy in terms of syndication and programming. And where we fit in is they want to be able to have the control and the visibility to be able to serve campaigns into their own properties, which are owned and operated by them, as well as third-party distribution platforms. And that could be YouTube, but that could be also Dailymotion, it could be others. And one of our customers recently announced a deal with YouTube. Canal Plus, the premium broadcaster in France, announced a partnership with YouTube and will be a part of that in terms of serving advertising into it. So Videoplaza, we're a video ad management platform, so we power the video advertising businesses for major video publishers, whether it's broadcasters, ad networks, pure plays, and so on. We're seeing a lot, so besides YouTube and syndication, we're seeing a lot of demand for live. So we're doing a live event almost every day now, and that could be call-in shows like Idol or those types of formats. Could be sporting events or just simulcasting. So we're doing a lot in terms of live, and we're seeing a lot of demand for that. The other big thing that we're tracking is ad blockers and consumer usage of ad blockers to actually have an ad-free experience. And we're seeing that be a pretty significant percentage of some customers' traffic, 10 to sometimes even 25%, even getting up to 30% of their traffic they believe could be blocked in terms of advertising. So they're thinking about ways to educate the user, like Hulu has done, or more maybe radical ways to make sure that the user is educated and they're also able to monetize the content in the right way to be able to support the content.
So how do you do that? So what's that solution that you guys provide around the ad blocking?
I mean, there are a couple different ways that we're testing right now, which I don't think we're ready to talk about yet. So there's one where it's really detecting the ad blocker and having some sort of a messaging or education, all the way to actually once you detect an ad blocker, you stop the content, which is a very aggressive way of treating the situation, right? There's a couple ideas we're working on in terms of actually how to gracefully, let's say, have an experience that still has ads so that you're not alienating the user, but still being able to actually get some value out of it. We're testing it now. It's too early to sort of really know what the results are, but we'll definitely let you know once we do. It's been a really good year, Andy, yeah, for us. We now have customers in major markets like Latin America, Russia, Hong Kong, Taiwan. So we radically increased the number of customers in terms of our global footprint. We're seeing a lot of demand coming from Southeast Asia and India, and it's just the rising tide lifting boats, right? So the video market is one of the only growing advertising markets in all these different countries, right? And so that's then driving demand for products and propositions like ours, where they need a special platform optimized around video to be able to really get their business to the next level. From a technical perspective, we're the ad decisioning system, and we're able to have ads injected into live streams at both the client side and also the server side through partners that we have. partners like Unicorn Media and YoSpace and mDialogue on the server side. We also have people that are using client-side solutions to be able to put ads in during the right breaks. And so we're agnostic in terms of what works, and there's some use cases that work better with one way than the other. At the end of the day, it's all about unlocking more inventory for our customers and letting them actually invest more in programming, whether it's live or simulcasting, to be able to get that content online where consumers will watch it.